One of the most well-known tennis players currently competing is Canadian Eugenie Bouchard. After a lengthy absence of 17 months due to shoulder surgery, Eugenie Bouchard can now play again. Both fans and industry insiders like the Canadian celebrity. Immediately following her debut tour appearance, her fame soared. However, how well-known is the Canadian superstar who amazes audiences on and off the field? What are her future plans? Let's look at the rise and fall of the world's most marketable player. Firstly, how did the tennis star spend her time away from tennis? Eugenie Bouchard said that being on television was fun, but she said that she preferred being on the court to being in the booth. Bouchard, 28, participated in her final tournament of the 2021 season halfway through March in Monterrey. Unfortunately, Bouchard required shoulder surgery after Monterrey, which prevented her from competing for the next 17 months. While recovering, Bouchard worked as a tennis analyst for Tennis Channel. The tennis court saw Bouchard's return in August of this year. Bouchard won the WTA 1000 tournament for the first time since 2019. In Guadalajara's first round, Bouchard defeated Kayla 7-5, 6-3. I really like the sport of tennis. It was enjoyable to do a variety of things off the court while I was away. In all honesty, watching live television helped to some extent satisfy the craving for excitement I was missing when playing tennis. It resembled it to some extent. I have to exert effort and go outside my comfort zone. On the court, I greatly prefer to be perspiring. I can always do it later. I still intend to continue playing tennis for a while. She is practically a fan favorite in Mexico, according to Bouchard. Bouchard spent some time expressing her gratitude to her Mexican fans after defeating Day in her Guadalajara debut. As I indicated in court, I am aware of the additional support. Tennis is something they take very seriously. When I say that we enjoy performing for audiences who appreciate what we do, I think I can speak for all of the players. Unquestionably, fans in this region do. They enjoy it a lot since they adore tennis, stated Bouchard. Bouchard and Day were competing against one another for the second time. Bouchard defeated Day in Newport Beach in 2019, but Bouchard's triumph in a match at the WTA 1000 level surely helped her confidence. Up next, what was the rise and fall of the most marketable athlete in the world? The majority of sports viewers are familiar with Eugenie Bouchard, even among those who are not tennis enthusiasts. When Bouchard made it to the Wimbledon final in 2014 as a 20-year-old, she suddenly became a household name. By the end of that year, endorsement offers poured in, public attention grew, and her position had climbed as high as 6th in the world. Bouchard was, in fact, the sport of Canada's new face. As the nation's first ever Grand Slam singles finalist, there was a sudden influx of hope and optimism that the tennis pro would only become better. Bouchard was named the WTA's most improved player in 2014. Her meteoric ascent and cheerful demeanor made her a dream for advertisers. She seemed destined for a successful tennis career and to become a future major champion. Still, tragically, her dreams have never actually come true. The Canadian reached one Grand Slam final and two semifinals in 2014, but her world ranking dropped from 7th to 48th the following year. Bouchard suffered some misfortune, particularly at the US Open, where a freak concussion prevented her from competing in the 4th round. However, the leading causes of this deterioration were a lack of confidence and form. Bouchard returned to the ITF circuit by 2017, but even then, she was unable to win and regain her mojo. The star, who was born in Montreal, hasn't advanced past the 3rd round of a Grand Slam tournament since 2016, and since winning her lone WTA title in Nuremberg in 2014, she has been unsuccessful in capturing another. Even if her on-court career suffered, she still had plenty of success off the court. Bouchard won big deals with Nike, Rogers Communications, and Coca-Cola. She was crowned the most marketable athlete in the world by Sports Pro in 2015, beating out athletes like Neymar, Steph Curry, and Usain Bolt, to mention a few. It's possible that Bouchard had trouble managing the pressure of juggling a celebrity-like career with her career as a professional athlete. Similar difficulties were faced by Russian tennis player Anna Kournikova, who rose to fame after making it to the Wimbledon semifinals in 1997 but was unable to repeat that feat. So, what does Sam Smith feel about the Canadian star? Former British #1 Sam Smith feels this is what happened to the Canadian superstar. She told Wide World of Sports, "That's kind of like a script where life came at her very rapidly with huge contracts, big sponsorships, and a lot of attention back in Canada, and she just wasn't ready for it, and I don't believe her game was either." What will happen to the former world #5 though? Earlier this year, Bouchard competed in the Alberto Zapopan tournament in Mexico. Still, Sara Sorribes Tormo of Spain defeated her in the final, but for the Canadian, who is currently ranked 170th in the world, this is the best thing I've gotten. The Canadian has not given up on tennis yet. She is one of only 5 active tennis players with more than 2 million Instagram followers, and at only 27, she still had the time to make a comeback and return to the top of the game. So even if the plot may have remained the same for a while, time nevertheless the less passes. Keep watching along closely. We're about to fill you in on everything you need to know about how Bouchard and Roger Federer are friends. So be sure not to go anywhere. We wouldn't want you to miss out on any of our upcoming content. So let's get back into it. Up next, why did Halep not appreciate Bouchard's admiration? The issue is that not everyone appreciates her for who Bouchard truly is. Halep has not displayed the same level of appreciation as Bouchard, who formerly thought of her as one of the fittest athletes. In the past, Simona Halep expressed her disinterest in the Canadian athlete. In the second round of the Madrid Open in 2017, Simona Halep defeated Roberta Vinci when the interviewer inquired about her connection with Eugenie Bouchard during her post-match press conference. She responded, "I didn't wish Bouchard good luck because frankly, we don't speak." She continued by remarking, "I can tell she's different. I can't condemn her for who she is. I can't respect her for being this way, and I have nothing negative to say about her." In the second round of the 2017 Madrid Open, Eugenie Bouchard overcame former world number 1 Maria Sharapova before Simona Halep took the crown. When 5-time Grand Slam champion Maria Sharapova made her comeback from a drug ban in April 2017, Bouchard thought it was unjust and labeled her a cheater. So, how are Bouchard and Roger Federer friends? It's a little-known fact that Eugenie Bouchard and Roger Federer, who is referred to as the GOAT of tennis on social media, get along well. You may wonder what led to this friendship. That just serves to heighten its cuteness. Roger and Jeannie got along right away because he was the father of twin children. They discussed the advantages and disadvantages of having twins and being a twin in modern society. Given how close the Bouchard sisters are and how the world has witnessed their relationship, it is safe to conclude that Roger is getting some of the best advice on raising twins. Up next, did you know that Canada's favorite tennis player is also a reasonably impressive basketball player? Jeannie stated in an interview conducted before the US Open that her strongest sport is basketball outside of tennis. Is this really shocking to anyone? It shouldn't be surprising to learn that Jeannie is a seasoned basketball player, given that she moved to the US from Canada when she was 12 years old. If she can't find a way to improve her tennis game, at least she can always try out for the WNBA, if they would just let her try out. Now that I think about it, she could certainly generate a lot of attention for the league. Lastly, what would have happened if Eugenie Bouchard had not started playing tennis when she was just 5 years old? In an interview with the WTA, the Canadian player claimed that if it weren't for tennis, she probably would have made her life as an air traffic controller. Can you picture Eugenie Bouchard directing traffic at the Montreal airport by radio? There is no way we can, but even though it's not the most popular profession, Bouchard might choose it. She consistently astounds people with her interests and professional choices, and this is also true of her backup profession. Eugenie Bouchard is the tennis world's sweetheart. What do you guys think of her? Tell us in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel to become a part of our YouTube family. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on anything exciting coming your way soon. We'll meet you guys in another exciting video. Till then, take care, thanks for watching, and we'll see ya on the next one.